Hi everybody. Today we're going to put the, I think that's called the air dam, get that back on, get the turn signals back on. Light bulbs we're waiting for the instrument gauges. They still haven't come in. Hopefully they'll come in the next few days or so. So everything's going to be loose because I got to get those bulbs in and then I got to get the radio in and then we can tighten everything up. Also in this video, we're going to be removing the front tire and removing the wheel bearings. My brother was telling me he was getting some kind of weird vibration at higher speeds, like 65, 70. So I told him I'll check the front bearings, see how they are, and I still have to check the rear, the swing arm, and the rear wheel bearings. What I found interesting is this wheel was taken off about two and a half years ago, and I replaced both bearings. Now what's going on is this bearing here on the right side has a lot of play in it, and it's making a lot of noise. I don't know if you can hear that grinding noise. I'm thinking because when the bike's parked and it's parked outside 24/7 and the wheels turn this way, I'm thinking rain and all kinds of stuff is getting into this bearing and it's causing them to, not last long. I'm going to remove that rear wheel, check the swing arm, and check the rear wheel bearings. I'll show you how much plays in that bearing. Look at that. That's crazy, right? This is the ABS side, or ABS bearing. Yeah, there's a little bit of play in that bearing too. Now you get those bearings out of there. Just taking a look at the rear, I discovered that the drive belt is way too loose. Check this out. That is not within specs. Now I don't know why this is so out of spec. Like, that is just way too much play in there. Way too much. I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the shocks, remove the rear wheel just to check the swing arm and check the wheel bearings. So the swing arm moves up and down, does not bind, and I don't feel any play in the swing arm. It's nice and tight. So swing arm's okay. Nice and tight. On the Street Glide, there's a bearing inside the hub, and there's one on the sprocket. Nope, nice and tight, smooth. Yeah, everything looks good in the rear. Snap. That's going to be it for today. He got these aftermarket highway pegs. I told him not to buy them because they do tend to break here. But he said just go ahead and put it on. We'll see if we can get this tight enough to keep this from moving. He also went aftermarket for these turn signals. Personally, I don't like them because the halo, it's very bright. But when the turn signal comes on, it doesn't shut the halo off. So you have a hard time seeing the turn signal. And I'm going to recommend he takes these back out and puts the bulbs back in or gets a better brand of LED turn signals. But hey, that's up to him. Anyway, comments, questions, leave them down below. Like I always say, I'll get to them as soon as I can. And you all ride safe. Enjoy that wind in your face. And God bless.